Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissach, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And every now and then there comes a time in life when something gets presented to you that just makes sense. We're very glad to have with us Jennifer Richard, somebody who had that happen to her. Jennifer, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me today.
We appreciate it. So I know you're the judge-elect, right?
Yes.
For Lafourche Parish, 17th Judicial District in Division B. Let's just talk a little bit about you, though. I want people to get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your history, where you went to school, and kind of how we got to this point.
Sure. So I was born in Raceland, lived around. My dad's a doctor, so we moved around a lot when I was younger, but settled back in Matthews. I graduated from Central Lafourche High School and went to Nichols. My undergraduate degree is in government, but political science.
Right.
I had a minor in psychology.
Oh.
And then from there, I went on to Tulane Law School. And after that, when I finished law school, I clerked for Judge Simpson in Thibodaux for a year.
Right.
And then I went into the DA's office, and I've spent the last 20 years in the DA's office as a prosecutor and handling all aspects of that office there, and the last 5 as first assistant.
Wow, very cool.
Yes.
And then now, all of a sudden, Steve gets a chance to have a change for him, right?
Correct. So Judge Miller ran and was successful in his campaign to move up to the First Circuit Court of Appeals.
Right.
So his seat became vacant, and I just decided that it was the right time for me to take that step and serve in a different capacity as a judge. Qualifying was January 25th through 27th, and I was blessed and lucky enough that nobody else qualified or was interested in running at this time. So
ran unopposed.
I ran unopposed, and will start in March as the new judge in Division B.
And so we can now announce that, right? So March 1st.
So hopefully March 1st, there's a period of time to challenge the qualifying, if anybody would want to do that.
Right, in case anybody asks.
Correct, if anybody would want to do that. And then once that period is over, I'll get a commission from the Secretary of State and then have to be sworn in within 30 days. So I think that the beginning of March is going to be the time that that's going to happen.
Wow. Let's talk a little bit about being, a hometown girl. Mm-hmm. Dad was a doctor, got exposed to a lot of different things, right, as a physician's daughter. And so being in the medical field for 30 years, I can appreciate that. And so just being able to see and stay here and then go to school and really learn through the DA's office. Let's talk about some of the things that really you've seen and learned over the years.
So I think that I love Lafourche Parish and being from the Bayou area, this whole region, Houma, Terrebonne, all these areas. And so I think that there's such a family atmosphere and such a difference in just the culture and all those things. So, growing up in the Central Lafourche area, my grandparents were from Golden Meadow. So I had ties to, down the bayou, spent a lot of time on Grand Isle and those kinds of things. And then my children now go to school in Thibodaux at Edie White. And so the parish is one parish, but it's very different from in all the different areas.
Right.
And so I think that, knowing that and knowing the people of the parish, that's actually, though I said it was a quick election and I was unopposed, I think that running for office gives you an opportunity to meet so many people,
Sure.
the people that you serve. And so while I was kind of sad that I didn't get to do that,
right.
It's nice to not have to, but I think that getting to know the parish and the people that you serve is very important to serve them well.
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of that through the DA's office, but you're also going to be able to get a chance to be the drug court judge as well?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, no, okay.
No, that's going to switch. Judge Abel will be taking the drug court.
Okay.
Because I was the prosecutor in the drug court, so I'm going to not be able to handle those cases.
That makes sense,
right.
Because they have some longevity in those cases.
Correct.
Right? And you were on the other side.
Yes. So that's going to move. Hopefully one day we'll get it back, because I do love the drug court program.
It's terrific in what it does. And look, there's so many different aspects of that that are important for accountability, but having a judicial system a part of that and managing that has been remarkable for such a great success rate.
I hope that to take some of the experiences from the DA's office and expand and help to expand the family preservation program, if we can do that.
Wow.
Because I think that that's a great program for this area to keep and strengthen families. I think that would be a great thing. And the drug court program as well. You know, I'll be glad to give any input that there is that I have on it. It's going to be a different perspective from a judge as opposed opposed to the prosecutor in that program. But it's great. And so hopefully one day it will circle back to me as a judge so that I can deal with it from that aspect too, because it is a great program.
Yeah, and so everybody's kind of got to run through that course, if you will.
Right. So the drug court program has switched judges a few times. It was started with Judge Ernie about 20 years ago, and it goes, each judge takes it for a period of time if they're willing to do that. And so now it's circled from Judge Miller going to Division C with Judge Abel.
Division C. The interesting thing is, back when I was in the psychiatric field, one of the things that we worked on was trying to bring the concept of drug court here to our two areas. And so it was wonderful to be able to see that.
It's a different concept. Treatment as opposed to punishment or sanctions and things like that is a different concept, but it's good and it's needed and it works.
Well, I got to tell you, General, one of the things that seems very, very exciting is the history that you've had, and being this girl from Lafourche, serving Lafourche. I don't know that there's a greater way to do that and to kind of transfer that understanding of what people need. You've kind of walked that path to be able to see what people need, and now you get to be a judge to help them decide where to go and what to do.
I think that's what I've always wanted to do. When I went to law school, I clerked in different places and took a couple of jobs at law firms and things like that, and all of those things are great and serve the community, but I wanted to serve it in a public service capacity, and I've been able to do that, and I look forward to doing it in a different way.
Well, congratulations. We look forward to that March 1st date if that continues to stand. And so congratulations. We're excited about it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
All right. And that will do it for us here at Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.